Hello and welcome to Waven. This is a new game being developed by the French game studio Ankama Games, which also made and is working on the Dofus and Wakfu MMORPGs. They're turn-based strategic MMOs. They also created an anime based on the Wakfu game, and also a spin-off CCG game based in the same universe called Crossmaga. This is their newest project called Waven, which is currently in its alpha development stage. It's in closed alpha. A few people selected to get access to it to test the gameplay and balance of their best. This here is the in-game hub. You have, the usual options. The game is only developed in French because it's a French company, and they don't bother translating it for the alpha, but it will be available in English once it's fully released and finished. Here we have the full screen mode, the resolution, quality, smile, computer interface. We have also audio volumes, the usual. Here on the left we have the class selection. You're here in this development version, you're able to choose your class and swap them on the fly. You have the god Eop, the god of bravery. Next is Xelor, the god of time and manipulation. Goddess Sacrier, the goddess of pain and blood and berserking. Sram, the god of assassination and trickery. Osamodas, the god of summoning animals and manipulation. Enripsa, the goddess of healing, magical wards, and diseases. And lastly, Kra, the goddess of archery, precision, and long-distance combat. It's not right. These are the only 7 gods/classes available at this time, but in other games we have 12 gods you can play with, or as their disciples, which grants you their powers. And they said that more classes will be added as the development progresses. Today we'll be looking at God Xelor, which is a class. And this is what you look in game. This is just like a hub. It's more like a glorified main menu. Here, the most important part is choosing your weapon. This game is played as a sort of spell deck-based battle arena. Currently, only 1v1 online combat is available, PvP. But there will also be like dungeons and stuff added later on, or just like a taste. So first, the choice. You have a choice of 5 different weapons per class. They each have a different passive ability and active spell, which is added to your deck. They also have different attack values, health totals, and movement. Okay, so first we'll go through all the weapons. The first is the Regulator class, subclass, I guess. They are more defensive and they get 1 reserve AP, which is action point, which is like mana in this game. But you can store for like the first of mana later on, which I'll explain later. This one gives you 1 AP in reserve each time you gain armor, which is very useful, and you also get a spell that deals 1 damage and gives you armor, just basic. Next we have Catalyst, which is more like a summon-based subclass, I guess, which makes your summons deal 1 point of damage in an AoE around them each time your hero attacks, or also you have various other spells that also trigger this explosion. Explosion 1 deals 1 damage around all your summons. I guess this scales when you level up, but the leveling system isn't implemented yet, so we will worry about that later. Also, this gives you 1 armor, so you survive easier. Next, we have Synchronizer, which is more of a manipulation-based class, and they gain 1 AP in their reserve each time they make your opponent lose 1 AP from their storage reserve. They should make it like reserve is such a weird word. They should make it something easier. But and their unique spell is Temporal Control, which deals 2 damage for 3 mana AP, and removes 1 and makes water spells, which is water, costs 1 AP more until the end of the turn. So this is great if you store a lot of AP and then spend all 1 turn. Use this one and make all of them cheaper so you can combo it better to really finish off your opponent. Or you can use it just at the beginning of your turn, free AP spell, and then you have 3 leftovers. So if you have a 4 AP spell, it will reduce so you can cast it for cheap. So like a 1. It has free attack damage, 40 health, good. The next one is, I'm not sure what this one is called, it's a French, but it's teleportation subclass, and they deal their attack damage to the enemy hero each time they teleport. So it's it gives their teleportation spells more of a kick. And their unique spell is Fast Teleportation, which allows them to teleport next to a cell adjacent to their Sinistro, which is their unique summon of this class, and they get 1 armor. And the last one I'll be showing today is the I'm not sure what it's called, but it's based around AP generation, because each time they apply this water state, I think it's called wet, to their enemies, they gain a bonus AP from the reserve, and this can stack up really fast. And their unique ability is this permutation, which costs 5 AP, which is a lot, but it does 3 damage, which isn't really a lot for a 5 AP spell. But as you can see, it gives 1 water energy, which will be important later in this game. But if the enemy has this wet state, it's 2 more, so you get 3 water energy from this spell, which is a lot. And I'll show you. You can craft your own decks, spell decks, but today I'll be showing just the default one. And here's what the spell deck looks like. You have 8 spells that you get while in combat, which you'll be able to use. And these are all the spells available. These are the fire spells, the water spells, the earth spells, air spells, and the mixed spells, which are like it's more like of a niche that also give like multi-elemental synergies. This class has really bad attacks, so it's not really good at hitting stuff. But they're very good at generating lots of energy reserve, which they can spend on this huge spell called Sarcophagus, which costs 13 AP. Like each turn you get on like 6 or 7 bonus to just cast this one. But it summons a really powerful creature called Sarcophagus, which has 5 attack damage, but only 2 MP, so it's quite slow. But you can only summon it on an adjacent cell. It's also unique, so you can summon if there's one already in play. So you can just summon an army of them. This is the basic summon you have. This is a lifesteal spell, weak, but you need some healing because you're weak. These 2 apply wetness and do some damage, which is good with your weapon because it gives you bonus AP. This is another summon, and this one gives you shield and this one gives you 1 AP. This one just does 2 damage and gives you a spare AP, as you can see, but gives no element. And this one deals 3 damage and gives 2 water essence. and also gives you 1 AP if you have a Sinistro, or summon Sinistro. On the left, you can choose your own 4 companions, they're called, which are like special summons, which you can summon using your water essence. There's one where is summons in every element, but this one is water-based, which is for this one gives you 2 AP in your reserve when you're summoning. This one applies wet state to enemies they attack, so it helps stack up your passive. This one has lifesteal, which is useful for keeping you alive and also gives you a healing spell. It's not as good, but in a pinch, it's good against aggressive classes. And your most powerful one, Nox, gives you 1 AP in reserve each time it attacks, and also gives you a spell that knocks off 1 AP from the opponent's reserve for messing with your opponent. So now we'll jump into some quick play. Here you can just do 1 versus 1, and we'll do 1 game to show off how this game works. I haven't really practiced a lot of games, so I'm not really amazing at it, but I'll be just showing you some basics how it works. So, this is an enemy, this is the Sekra, I think, it's more of a Berserker class. I'm not really sure what their mechanics are, but it's their turn. So, each turn you start with 6 AP, and apparently I start with 1 in reserve. And these are 5 spells you have available at the moment. Each turn you're able to move, and at the same time also attack. You can do both. He'll be moving this side, and if there's an enemy in range, you can also attack him, but my attack is flexible, it's not really. First I'll start by summoning a Sinistro. This one has a limited range, like spells. So from here, this gives me 1 bonus storage, and it also, I guess, it has some synergies, but not much in this build. And next I will hit him, because I have 4 AP left over, I'll hit him with Chronophagy, which does 1 damage and gives me 4 damage. So it's nice stuff. And I end my turn. This gives me 2 water essence and 1 air from the Chronophagy. And here we see he's trying to come right after me because he has more attack. He gives me an air state, and he's and using it to push himself to melee. I do not want to be with melee with him, so I'll dash on out of here. I will first use my 2 AP spell to make this one wet, because it's actually not strong, so I'll just ignore it. So I think I'll just hit this one, a bonus AP with storage, which allows me, and then I'll also apply to this one. And then I'll use this to summon my first ally, which will also applies wetness when it attacks. So I'm up to 5, so just 4, and I'll be able to summon my ultimate summon. So let's see what he does. He'll probably jump to melee and try to take it directly. He's a melee class. And he'll probably try to flank me from the other side, but I can... Okay, he just... shoots me from afar with this one. So this one... when he hits me, this one also has like 3 charges. Damage me. And he's trying to... Not a free. Wait, did he hit himself? Oh, he can give someone these charges. So apparently he goes around... These charges hitting... Oh, that's really unlucky. Okay, but... if I play this correctly, I can first dodge this way and summon a Sinistro here to defend me. And another one here to give me a shield. And then I can hit this one. So it sounds so next turn I can summon my powerful one. This shield will take one hit, but that's not great because he has a one weakness. No. But as he attacked me, now he can move. Oh, but he can push with this one. Oh, that's really... I feel a bit claustrophobic. So, but if I can survive the next few turns, I can actually start charging up with my more powerful ability. Ah, perfect. He couldn't do anything, so I think I'll kill this one and put all my AP into summoning this epic dude, who will just punch him in the face. Oh, he gets another die. Interesting. And this one will attack this one, push him up and give me a bonus hit. No, it doesn't. Oh, interesting. Well, the more you learn. Anyway, I guess this shows the basics. I have 2 water, so when I use more spells I can summon more allies. But when they die, but because this gets so aggressive, I think they don't protect and like oh, so it's using his summons to push him around, so he can flank the devil. So I think my current game plan would be first. Apply weapon with this one. Get rid of this one. Right. Which gives me a bonus AP, which can I then spend on this one, because he's already red, so bonus damage. I'm going to bonus this one, so I can summon this one with life. And then this one gets 4, so this one will go in and do this one. You go in this one, and you will go in and lifesteal. Now go over here, and I'm safe. Wow, this being able to knock your head around is really useful when you're on attention. Also, when you kill loader supports, they NPC block themselves towards you. Or are there supposed to be like a ranged champion? They have just used 3 attacks. Very short. Let me get but he's recalling all these targets. So I just use level. And spend it. Use courage. Oh. And this this of course is really powerful, but oh, you can't do this. But I almost got a quarter, so I don't think you can do much right now. And as long as I have Echo in play, I can just keep healing. So 1, yeah, 2 damage. Yeah, I can. Okay, so we're trying to go back. And he's sort of... Oh, what's wrong? And he's 25, so I think what is protect his echo. So, 4 sides. And then some useless stuff of his way, and also shield, and then drop 1 damage, then this one, which means only has 3, and then I can also summon this guy. Well, actually no, save as part. No, and then rush to the end. My soft copy is full health. And it's not. Oh, wow. Okay, probably saving is probably bad, but you can see how the game works now. If he didn't have so many range attacks, I could have just, if he has more melee class, I could just fight him around. Well, that's all the time we have for today, and I hope you enjoyed watching. I didn't see any other YouTubers, at least English ones, play Waven yet, so I thought I'd show how the game is played for all you English speakers who may be interested in this game. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I'll be trying to answer them as soon as I can, to the extent of my knowledge. And well, I hope you enjoyed this first episode on the basics of Waven and the Xelor class. And I'll probably be uploading the next one soon, maybe try out some classes. And see you around!